it's Ryan and Shannon from Uphill Battle. We've had a couple people in our life this year succumb to cancers after asking for our help. They chose not to listen and are therefore dead.
I guess the hardest part for me is that you ask for help and don't they don't do anything about it.
Right.
You know, it's like, well, did you want to know, or were you just trying to what? Like, what were you doing? What is your goal here? I don't know.
The first one was a pretty close friend from the East Coast. We still kept in touch. We hung out a lot when we lived out there. Got together
a couple times,
2 or 3 times over, the first 10 years after we moved.
Yeah. And he was
43, something like that.
43,
Really young. He had a rare adrenal cancer or something like that.
Some sort of sarcoma.
He went through the surgery and then had a really great opportunity to turn things around.
Went into remission and everything.
Talked to us on the phone. We gave him the lowdowns, tell him what to read. This is what you need to watch. This is what you need to do. Give him this whole protocol. I was like, I'll give you a shopping list if you need to, because they're super busy people. Their kids are in all kinds of activities. They both travel a lot for work.
We literally said that this is now life and death.
Can. Yeah,
and we'll do if you want to call, whatever. The only thing we really couldn't do was go out there and live there and
do it for them,
cook for them and everything. But I'm not saying that veganism is going to cure all cancers and all of that. I don't believe that that's necessarily true, but it gives you a fighting chance. It gives you an opportunity that no other medication or no other way of treating it is going to give you. There's no guarantees.
There's no side effects of eating fucking vegetables. Not one.
So it's like
maybe pooping more.
And that's a good side effect.
Maybe he was afraid of pooping.
I don't know. It could be, but I think it's more along the lines of afraid of change, I guess. But for me, it's like
people are very resistant to change.
If I got sick, terminally ill, I would do anything I possibly could to live for you and the kids.
Right, exactly. And that's how most people feel. That's why I'm just amazed. I'm shocked.
I think you'd be surprised how many people just accept their fate. People come to terms with it and make peace with it.
When faced with a terminal
it depends on your look.
Like that.
Or your outlook, how you look at it. If you look at it as a sentence.
Anything to survive.
Is it a sentence? Is it something you're stuck with because that's what nature gave you? Or is it something that you believe you have a fighting chance at? And I believe a lot of people
just give up.
Just give up or come to terms or are at peace with it.
Their kids are so young though. They're the same age as ours, 13 and 10. I don't get that. He's gone. He died in April. He's gone. He didn't listen to anything we had to say. He didn't change his diet. It was back in 6 months like I predicted. It was malignant or whatever. It had spread. It was in his lungs. Pretty much nothing they could do. He did some experimental trial. Just made him sick and miserable.
Right, yeah.
It was just so sad.
Yeah,
it was sad to watch him go downhill.
It was so difficult that we kind of withdrew a little bit because it was hard to watch. Because we tried to give
sent you the lifeline
advice.
You chose not to listen, and now look where you're at.
And sure, he may not have completely eradicated it, but he probably would have lived longer. He probably would have lived a better life.
Quality of life, absolutely.
But it's I don't know. It just seems to me like like, if you want to do the treatment, do the diet at the same time.
Right.
You know?
Right. Why not combine them? If you're so convinced that chemo's going to work and chemo's the answer,
give your body a chance to be at the tip-top shape, you know.
Because all that does is take out your immune system, like.
Right. And if you don't feed it enough nutrients to keep that immune system going, you're killing yourself, literally. It was really, really, really hard. And then the second one was just a person. I mean, we moved to Washington 3 months ago, so it's not like I was here very long, but it was somebody who knew I was vegan and knew that there was some merit to it, and came to me and said, my husband has been diagnosed with lung cancer, stage 4, blah, blah, blah. You know, what can you tell me? So I'm like all excited. I'm like really excited.
Yeah.
Holy crap, somebody wants to know. I want to help.
Sought us out, yeah.
So I'm like, Shannon, I'm sending her an email from work because I was busy. I'm like, Shannon, can you put together some information for me, please? You know, whatever you've got. And she sent, you know, put probably a good hour or so into the research just to get all the links together and all that. Sent it to me. I doctored it a little bit, sent it to her, and nothing. Not a word. And he was gone in 6 months. No.
He started chemo June.
It was June
6th or something.
And he just died, so it's less than 3 months. Less than 3 months.
Goner. And I said that from the beginning.
And he gave up as well.
If he doesn't do anything,
that's what he's done. He even stopped doing treatments. He just was letting it go.
I don't get that. I said this earlier, that I think it's an ego thing. I mean, it's got to be. Like, all these guys that get cancer and, I'm too manly to change. I need my meat. I'm going to die happy.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's an acceptance that turns into a, gluttonous behavior that says, well, if I'm going to be dead, I might as well enjoy it, because, eating meat and animal products is the only way to live a happy life, apparently. That's the other thing that pisses me off is, oh, well, how do you do it? You guys must be miserable. No, it's not miserable. It's because I don't fucking want it. I don't want it. Period. That doesn't make me unhappy. So
food is not life.
No.
Like, people think their whole life, their whole world revolves around meat and dairy.
Right. It's like food and money. Like, everybody believes happiness is all about money and food, apparently. And neither one can buy you happiness, period. Because when we snack on something that is not good for us, it feels good for what? 5 minutes?
Yeah.
Hour at the most? Yeah. And within that hour, we start to feel like shit because it's not healthy. It doesn't...
Yeah, we know it.
Yeah. So, it doesn't mean overall happiness. It just means that fleeting moment of happiness. So you're telling me that 3 times a day, that fleeting happiness that you have for 10 minutes to an hour is enough to make you happy as a whole?
I don't know.
That's literally 3 hours, max 3 hours of your day out of 24. That's what your happiness is built off of? No. It's all perspective. It's all how you look at it.
I just don't. I mean, did he have grandkids?
Yes.
I can't understand that. Why you would not want to do anything humanly possible, anything within reach.
Very, very. I've heard that he had a very close relationship with his son, like really good friends.
I don't care enough to be here for you.
I quit.
So yeah, I just give up. It's too hard.
And again,
it's too hard to eat the veggie burger versus the beef burger.
We're not saying that veganism cures all cancer. So I don't want anyone to think that, because that's not what we're saying. What we're saying is it gives you a chance, period. It will give you a better chance than if you continue to eat the unhealthy, processed, animal product bullshit that everybody else eats. Period. There's no doubt about it in my mind.
Right, and we'll link some articles from Dr. Greger down below. If you're interested, you can take a read on how 14 of the top 15 causes of death are diet related.
Yeah.
Those people aren't vegans.
No, yeah, they're not dying from too much broccoli.
No. So it just sucks. It sucks that, first of all, people are finally asking our opinion and asking for help on how to get healthy and how to heal themselves, and choosing not to listen and dying.
I asked a question after the first one died. I asked a question of you. I remember saying, is this what it's going to be like? Is this what it's going to be like for the next 40, 50 years to watch people die around us that refuse to change?
Yeah.
And it's like, damn, that's depressing.
It is, right? Sadly, yes.
God.
Sadly, yes.
And yeah. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of reasons for vegans to be angry. And this is just one of them. It angers me because it frustrates me for not the person that's dying, but the people they're leaving behind.
Right.
It's not fair. It's not fair.
Well, if this video bummed you out, give us a thumbs up.
Bummed me out.
Hope you enjoyed this cancer rant. And again, watch Forks Over Knives and learn how animal products raise your IGF-1 levels and promote cancer growth.
Yes, please be smart. Just
educate yourself.
Live a plant-based diet. If it's not about the animals for you, do it for yourself. Do it for your family. Do it for the environment. Whatever. Just do it.
Don't waste any more time.
Nope.
Live your longest, best life, because food is one thing that you have control over. Complete control over. So it's your choice.
Yep.
We'll see you in the next video. Bye.
See ya.